G'day, my name's Darryl Webb. Today we're having a look at some products that Olight have just brought out and nice enough to send it to me. Thank you, Olight. First one's the Olight Obulb Pro, and the other one is a folding pocket knife, the Freeze 2. We haven't looked at any of the Olight knives, but we'll check this one out. And they've also thrown me the little I3E EOS, so it's a little rechargeable pocket light. They're having a sale. Any order, and there's no minimum amount. If you do an order online, you will get one of these thrown in as well. Anyway, we'll open that quickly while we're in there as well. Anyway, on that note, let's have a look at what Olight sent me. Okay, we'll start off with what's I guess the star of the show. Everyone's talking about is the little Olight Obulb Pro. Obviously, I've been using these. I got this pretty early actually, so I've been able to play with it for a while. So that's the light itself. We'll just keep on what else is sort of in there. If I can get my hands in there. Alright, so in there is also a little medallion. A little instruction book, how to use the app. And a little user manual for the Olight itself. And there is also some eyes, little stick-on eyes, and there is the MCC 1 amp charge cable that obviously goes on the back like that, plugs into a USB port, and that charges the unit. We'll go over some of the specs and build quality. It feels very nice made, and it's got some good drop proof for 1.5 meters. It's just sort of like a rubber armored type. That's how it feels. It's soft, it's like rubber coated base, and the tops is just a hard plastic. And specification wise, we've got on the white light, on high it's 240 lumens, and it'll run for 2.5 hours, and on its lowest setting white light it's 4.5 lumens, it'll run for 84 hours. It's 1.5 meter drop proof, IPX7 waterproof. The dimensions there, it's about 2.5 inches as a sphere, and it weighs 105 grams. Let's just go over what is the basic using of it. You can do it by pressing straight on top, it will change modes, or you can do it by pressing underneath. So you can sort of see there's red, there's green, there's blue, there's a multicolour, so it slowly changes through the multicolours. You press it again and it will just change like abruptly to different colours. And there's a red warning flashing light. But I think what everyone seems to like about this one is that you can go through it with an app. So this is where it sort of got interesting. Now I haven't seen nothing like this before. So the app's a pretty simple one. You click on it, it's got your Obulb Pro. It says he's online. There's a little pairing procedure you do at the start, but you can control multiple Obulbs. So I'm guessing the whole idea is that you could probably have several of them in different places connected. You can get a bit of a colour thing happening and have a bit of a play with it. Anyway, but you can turn it on, obviously. Then you've got in here, put my hand over that, you've got the brightness. Now you can zoom that down and it will show you how long the runtime is. It actually comes up and changes in this little corner here. So now it's saying 83.4 hours and it's at 81%. Obviously that's very low. Probably about 50%, it's quite bright enough for most things. Now from there, you can also change it red, green, blue. You can change those same, the multicolour fade, the multicolour cycle, the red flashing. You've also got more, and what you can do in here is you can change, obviously still the brightness, but you can change it to, it's a colour wheel like what you'd have in your, on your computer for controlling the lighting and things like that in Photoshop. You can sort of change it to, you want pink, you got pink. You want green, you got green, and you can change it between how intense the colour is, and it pretty much lets you pick any colour you can imagine. Well, that it can do, and it's pretty amazing. I've got to say, there's some good fun to be had with these, especially if you've got multiple linked to the app. And as I said before, you can control it just by pressing it on top when it's sitting on something. It's also magnetic, so if you've got something that's metal, no, need some steel, but if you've got something that's metal, there's something there, you go, a bit of steel, it's magnetic and it sticks to it. So Yeah, so you can stick it upside down on things, to the side. I can see the red colour will be quite handy for cooking, I think, on those warm summer nights when you're out camping, how the bugs come and attack your light. I think that will be actually quite handy. Anyway, okay, now we'll have a quick look at this oknife. So as I said, I haven't had any of the Olight knives before. I thought that's quite interesting. We'll check that out. So this is sort of how it's packaged. Each knife is finely tuned by hand and expertly engineered to the best possible performance. Stay sharp with your new oknife team. The packaging is typical Olight stuff. It's quite nice. In the pouch here, in the box is a pouch. I seen this and I thought it was a sticker. I got a bit excited, but it's not. It's just a piece of paper. That would have been cool for a sticker. It looks really good. Inside there is also a little cleaning cloth and a little Freeze 2 booklet. And it just has some of the specs there. So it's the Freeze 2. It comes with a storage bag of cleaning cloth. It has a 193mm handle and 84.4mm blade. It's a line locker style knife. The blade material is a 154cm stainless steel blade. Now I was sort of looking 154cm steel up. It appears that it's pretty similar to like 420HC or 440HC. So very typical if you're familiar with like buck knives. It's quite similar in its stainless ability with edge holding, but also because it's got a bit of carbon in it, you do have to be careful because it can still rust if you really sort of abuse it and leave it somewhere and don't clean it. So, thank you in the box. Alright. Try not to clutter this area up. Alright. So, in here, this is the copper version. Yeah, okay, there's the coin in there and the knife. Now, when this came to me, it was in a vacuum sealed bag so the copper doesn't tarnish. Because they come in two versions. There's a carbon fibre print, with, probably like G10 or something like that. And it comes with also copper scales. You can get it. You pay a little bit more for the copper, and if copper's your thing, it will develop a nice patina. But the copper does make it a bit heavy. So there's also a little copper coin in there. I guess these are the people who are right into collecting all their stuff. Outdoor Elite. Freeze 2. Alright, the knife itself. Okay, I've got to say, it's pretty slick. I've been using it, and yeah, it's pretty nicely made bit of gear. The machining and the action and the smoothness. The lock has, like, there's no perceivable movement in that lock that I can feel. And just the finish on the machining and whatnot is all very nice. The chimping on the back is very well cut and sort of like deburred. It doesn't feel sharp, but it's still practical to use. Same as on the back thumb bit there. On the blade it has KN and the serial number, Freeze 2, oknife and 154cm. Again, that's the steel type. They're not printed on, they're like laser etched into it. It feels quite nice and they're not going to wear out or wear off. It comes with a deep carry pot clip. It's reversible, so left to right hand, whatever your preferences are, you can make that work. And as I said, that's one of the main things, the letdowns that lets down most folding type knives is the clip. They've got a very nice clip on it, and I quite like it. I'm guessing it's got like either a cam over or something to make the blade stay in. It doesn't want to come out. It feels like it's on magnets. I don't think it is magnetic because but there must be a little cam on the lock thing, and it really actually stays in. You can. It doesn't want to come out, so that's nice. And as I said, and also the action is, yeah, you can actually hear it. It's a little bit like handling a quality firearm. It's very very nice. It's a very what's the word for it? It's quite a pleasing feel and sound to it. So I've got to say, just from the initial impressions I've been using it, I quite like the quality of the knives, and I think it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a knife snob, but I've had some nice knives over the years, and I still use quite a few fixed blades mainly for work and things like that. But yeah, the quality of this one, very satisfying. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, you could fiddle with this all afternoon. Yeah, it's nice. What do I think about the copper handles? Look, for me, I'm not actually into copper that much. The patina some people really like. To me, I don't know, it's not my thing. The fact that it's more expensive for the copper one and there's a weight penalty by buying the copper. I would have probably gone for the carbon fibre print handles. But with that said, I don't know, it might grow on me, and I'm glad they did send me this one out, because it gives me a chance to play with some of the copper stuff. Anyway, that's it. The Freeze 2. I like it. Yeah, I'll carry that one around. Hey, last but not least. Okay, so this is the little I3E EOS. It's a keychain light, and it's rechargeable, believe it or not. So, I haven't opened this one, but I've got one of these on my keys. I've had it there for probably over 6 months. And it works fantastic. Every time I turn it on, people are like, well, what's that little thing? So the fact that at the moment, with their sale, if you buy anything, they'll send you one of these out. Actually, you can just buy one of these, but you'll have to pay the postage, obviously, so you're probably better off buying something else as well as this. But what it is a little tiny keychain light, and it's actually got two outputs on it. So it's got 150 lumens. It'll run for 15 minutes, and it's got 40 meters of throw, would you believe it, of this little tiny thing. And on low, it's 5 lumens. It's got 9 meters of throw, and we're on that for 6 hours. It's got 400 candela. It's 1.5 meter drop proof. It's IPX8 waterproof. Its length is 44 millimeters. Bezel diameter is 14.8, and it weighs 13.5 grams. This is a little tiny little thing. Now, how it actually works, there's a little booklet in that in there. It's just got this little tiny charging lead, a little micro USB, which is really cool. So, little tiny one there like that. It's not hard to have this tucked away in something. A micro USB is so common, you'll have other chargers like anyway. But when you want to charge it, you undo it, and it pops open, and then it exposes the charging port. Make sure I got that the right way around. Plug that in, a little light will go on there, and when it's charged, it'll turn green. It's got an O-ring in there, and seal it back up. Now to turn it on, so you keep on twisting until it comes on low, like that. And then you twist a little bit more, and it comes on, well, it's just like turbo, because it's way too bright for how little this thing is. It shouldn't be nowhere near this bright, but it does work. Anyway, I think they're just doing the brown one at the moment that they're giving away, but the fact that you can get them in, you can probably get other ones in different colours if you're after that kind of thing. Right, I guess I'll sort of do a bit of a conclusion. The knife, I said I really like. If you're in the copper, you can obviously get it in copper, as this one is. And as I said, the build quality is really good, and they're priced pretty competitively as well. As I said, you can get it if you want it in a bit more lighter weight, and maybe so it's something different than copper if you don't like copper. As I said, they do have it in a printed carbon fibre look handles, and as I said, it's actually lighter as well, and it's a bit cheaper. The Obulb, let's have a quick little talk about that. I really like this. I think this has got a lot of potential. If you're into playing with the app and having, doing lighting, mooding and things like that, you can really muck around with these. It's it's quite strange to play with. My daughter absolutely loves it. I think she's going to try and pinch it off me. But I won't lie, I thought it was probably more of a novelty. But as soon as I sort of seen how bright the red was and that, I could easily see myself using this one a bit. And the fact that it's magnetic, you can sort of, stick it up under a bar off the side of your trailer. It's quite practical. And with good run time. So yeah, I could actually see myself using this as long as I can keep it out of my daughter's hands. And on that note, Olight is having a sale. So they asked me to give you these details. Let's go back on my gallery. Alright, so it's a up to 45% off sale. Obviously the Freeze 2 and the Olight Pro will be there, as well as some other models they've bought out. They've got the Warrior X3 and some other models there, and new colorations and things like that, and new materials. So they definitely got some good stuff. Alright, so we'll just go with quick details. It starts at 8 PM on the 17th of the 7th, so Sunday night, and it goes to 11:59 PM on the 21st of the 7th. As I said, there's up to 45% off, and if you are interested in buying this, and if there's something that's not on sale, or if you're watching this after the sale, they gave me a discount code that you guys can use. It's OA10, and I'll give you 10% off anything that's not on sale. So if you're watching this after the sale, you can use that code, and if you're buying anything from there now that's not on sale, you can use the code and you'll get a 10% discount code on that. Anyway, on that note, yeah, I'm liking this. I could see myself using this. I definitely like that. And the little Obulb Pro was quite surprising, to be honest. They're a bit of fun. And I said it's actually more practical than I thought it was going to be. At 250 lumens, it's quite bright. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll catch you again soon in the next video. Bye for now.